Is Trump trying to scare Iran? Oh, look, I'm moving all the pieces into place for an imminent strike, so you better come to the table and negotiate. Is it just a bluff? Or is this going to happen no matter what? Because Netanyahu and Israel wants this. They want to eliminate Iran's capabilities. The problem is that it's not going to be enough to just take out the weapons infrastructure of Iran. They want regime change. So what Israel is planning is escalation. They know that if the US strikes Iran, Iran is going to retaliate severely. Iran is going to retaliate how? By striking the US bases within Iraq and the Gulf countries. Iran is going to strike the oil production facilities in the Gulf. Iran is going to close off the Strait of Hormuz and the Persian Gulf to prevent oil tankers from leaving from the Gulf to go to the rest of the world. This will have a huge impact on the energy trade, the oil trade of the entire globe. This will spell economic disaster for Europe, for the world, for America. And obviously the allies of the US and Israel in the Gulf, they don't want this. They don't want their country's oil production to be brought to a halt because of Iran's retaliation. And this is what Iran has threatened, by the way. It's not even ambiguous. If the US strikes or Israel strikes mainland Iran, then those facilities within the Gulf are going to be the first to get hit. And we know Iran has the capabilities, the missile systems, hypersonic missiles, to evade any kind of air defense that those Gulf countries might have, or even that Israel itself with its Iron Dome has. Israel knows that Iran is going to retaliate in a severe fashion, and Donald Trump is not going to allow that to slide. Donald Trump is going to escalate further. He is going to expand the attacks against Iran, and it is going to cause an economic crisis for Iran. It is going to cause popular unrest within Iran, and that is what will spur regime change. And if the Iranian government is reeling from this military attack, especially if it's coupled with precision strikes against some of the Iranian government's top military officials and government officials, they're going to be in a state of chaos. Combine that with a popular uprising that Israel could generate using its operatives in Iran, in the same way that they had operatives in Turkey stoking the flames of popular unrest against Erdogan. The same can happen in Iran. Create a color revolution, and then you have Iranian regime change. You topple the government. That is Israel's game plan. That is their goal, and the first piece of it is having the US strike in such a way that they cripple Iran's ability to hit Israel. That's the main thing that they are worried about. They don't care so much about these allies within the Gulf getting decimated, whatever. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. But what they really care about is Tel Aviv not getting hit by these hypersonic missiles. Iran, even if they don't have an actual nuclear weapon, they can still load up these warheads of these hypersonic missiles with nuclear payload. This would essentially be a dirty bomb. And the United States used dirty bombs against Iraq. They used dirty bombs against Fallujah, where they're using conventional munitions, but lacing them with nuclear waste. And the result of that is that you have a population that their water supply is now irradiated. Their infrastructure is irradiated. This causes massive humanitarian damage, birth defects, radiation poisoning. It's not technically a nuclear strike, but it's using radioactive material. They call this a dirty bomb. Iran could use dirty bombs against Israel. This is what they're worried about.